Stetson received her BA from Southwestern University in International Studies with an emphasis in European history. She will graduate HUC with a double master's in Jewish nonprofit management and public administration. In the past 2 years of the program, Rachel interned at Beit Tzedek and most recently at BJE, Builders of Jewish Education. Together with her partner in crime, Julia Malkin, Rachel conducted a needs assessment and feasibility study for a future Center for Jewish Professional Leadership, which would provide professional development opportunities for Jewish communal professionals in Los Angeles. The thesis culminated in recommendations for how to proceed with further research, community engagement, and planning for the initiative. As a Jewish communal professional, she wants to ensure that both formal and informal Jewish education is accessible and affordable to as many Jewish children as possible. Rachel plans to open a Jewish sports summer camp in about 6.5 years. That's what she told me to tell you. This is what I want you to know. This is what needs to be added. Rachel is an example of what we hope for every HUC student, that they will use their years here to explore their personal leadership, to participate in student life, and use the experience as a laboratory to develop an understanding of leadership that will serve to benefit them in their professional lives after HUC. Rachel's leadership over the past few years has played a key role in HaKesher, our student body association, in its becoming a serious voice on campus and one to which we as administrators turn to for the insight and judgment. And the work that she has done as this year's intern for the Spiegel seminars on the changing Jewish family helped to shape cutting-edge programming, even when she found herself outside of her comfort zone. She was our leader, allowing herself to be both learner and teacher, and those of us who were privileged to work with her are grateful for her leadership. Rachel Kinkade.
I did not sign up for this weather. The American Jewish community, with all of its rich diversity and divisiveness, is moving collectively towards what Malcolm Gladwell calls a tipping point, a moment when one reality morphs irreversibly into another. The tipping point for the Jewish community will come when the baby boomer generation of leaders retires, and the next generation, our generation, of Jewish leaders takes their place in determining the future of American Jewry. For the past 15 years, there has been a growing concern that this transition will be rocky at best and will result in a serious leadership gap. According to a 2006 study, within the next decade, the nonprofit sector as a whole will need to find some 640,000 new executive leaders. 640,000 just at the top level of the organization. Not only that, but the sector will be simultaneously searching for nearly 56,000 new senior managers per year. The Jewish communal sector, like the greater nonprofit sector, is struggling to recruit and retain high-quality professionals, losing potential leaders to higher-paying, more lucrative positions in the private sector. There are simply not enough up-and-coming young leaders committed to careers as Jewish communal professionals in line to take the helm of our community's organizations. At the same time, the Jewish community, which was far from being immune to the economic downturn of the past few years, is faced with reorganizing, refocusing, and in some cases seeking the clean slate that comes with reinvention. The dramatic changes in the structures of the reform movement, the Jewish Federations of North America, and even at HUC are but a few examples on the national level. Our community here in Los Angeles is no different, and through our pulpits, internships, and field placements, my colleagues and I have witnessed firsthand how communal institutions and their leadership are addressing these great challenges, or not. Unfortunately, it took the worst economy since the Great Depression for many of our communal leaders to finally shake off the way it's always been and consider the possibilities of reimagining a new Jewish community. As the leadership gap looms large, I wonder how we, as emerging Jewish communal professionals and leaders, will respond to this need and opportunity. Will we be eloquent enough to inspire our communities to join us in creating a dynamic and innovative future for the Jewish community? Will we be courageous enough to take the risks needed to move us forward? will we see the big picture, how each of our communal institutions are interconnected and ultimately in pursuit of the same ideal. Most importantly, will we create organizational cultures based on Jewish values that emphasize lifelong learning, open communication, and networking, and commit ourselves to nurturing and developing those around us? We have the opportunity and the ability to be visionary leaders, painting pictures of possibilities and leading our organizations, schools, and synagogues through these visions. But change does not come without a price. There is a reason that the way it's always been has always at its heart. It is human nature to be wary of change. Clinging to tradition often blinds us to the possibility of greatness for fear of the unknown. As we stand ready to join the challenges and opportunities that our communities are already facing, each of us must become a next generation leader. A next generation leader must be the change agent, able to hold up a mirror to their organization and to themselves, anticipating the growing pains that come with change, and then must be willing to make difficult decisions and follow through with them. A next generation leader must be infused with an entrepreneurial spirit that permeates the culture of the organization, encouraging creativity and openness to new ideas. A next generation leader must be acutely aware of the power of collaboration, creating opportunities to pool resources, broaden networks, and work towards a shared vision while maintaining the integrity of each individual organization's mission. A next generation leader must understand the importance of developing both financial and human resources, helping to create an organizational culture of professionalism, passion, and commitment to excellence. And the next generation leader must be grounded in Jewish values and in Jewish heritage, working tirelessly not for the survival of the Jewish people, but for the flourishing of the Jewish people. The Jewish community is at a tipping point, poised to ride the wave of a new generation, our generation. If only there are enough catalysts, enough brave, passionate people to take the lead. We came to HUC to prepare ourselves to become the next generation leader. Rabbi Jacobs, I truly believe that this graduating class is leading primed to fill the leadership gap with a new hope, a new energy, and a new vision for what our communities can be together.